I go by the name of Ka Re Imotep. Some people might know me in the medicine circle as Phoenix. But yeah, psychic surgery is basically, it's just basically a whole bunch of rewiring, cleansing, unblocking, reconnecting. Yeah, a whole series of what it is like surgery.
And so we have two of your patients.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I don't know how many people have ever, I don't think I've ever seen anything on psychic surgery anywhere. So I think this is like a very new and necessary thing, because as we know from the background conversation, this is like, it's so powerful, man. And if we're talking about freedom of the mind, this is probably one of the most powerful things I'm hearing. So I don't know where you want to kick off, who wants to start, but I'll let you.
I think you should explain.
Yeah, explain a bit more.
Right, yeah.
Well, basically it's like this. Basically like this, like we are, you see the same way you have the air, you have your aura, you have, you know, all of these Wi-Fi signals, all of these invisible things that are taking place that are in your reality that you are not physically perceiving. Yeah. We attract things, we pick up things, and we even conjure things within ourselves that attract lower frequency beings on different dimensions. I'd explain it like this. It's like you go into the jungle and you haven't, and you've eaten a lot of sweet food, then all the mosquitoes are attracted to you because you've got that thing. It's not the actual thing that is bad, because that's what it lives off of, you know, that's what it subsists off of. I think a lot of us are engaging in this, that we are not, that's the problem, we are not engaging in our spiritual reality. We are not integrated. A lot of us have a disconnection between the soul, the body, the mind, and the heart, which are all intelligences, you know. I feel due to pain, we close off our emotional intelligence, you know, and we move from the heart to the mind when the ascension is moving from the mind to the heart, because that is an intelligence. A lot of our diet is bad, so you know your gut intelligence is off. You know, if your gut is not in the right place, it will influence your mood, it'll influence your behavior, it'll influence, you know, what's going on in your body. So really, I'm just talking about a small aspect of really what we need to be doing. We need to engage in spiritual health. We need to remember, because we have always known, but we need to kind of remember, as in it's been dismembered. We need to remember how important it is and what our spiritual health looks like and what we should be feeding ourselves. So yeah, where I come in is basically just clearing people of all of these contracts that have been made, all of these, I come in and clean house. I will explain it like this, you know. It's like you go through something traumatic and then it's like your house is untidy. I've explained it to you guys, you know what I'm saying? Your house is trashed, it's all upside down and everything. You've gone through something, someone's violated or whatever. And in that moment, like the doors open. And, you know, in those times, that's when we should be calling upon higher things. More time we don't, we call upon lower things. We're like, I wish I didn't feel anymore. I want to be heartless. I don't want to feel this pain anymore. I want to be a bit, I want to do this guy something. You start plotting and scheming and what. But there are things on an energetic, vibrational level that will, you know, be like, oh, Singh, you was asking, like, you don't want to feel anymore? Yeah, I can help you with that. What, you want to move to my man? You want to do him? Yeah, let's do that. And that's where contracts are made. We don't realize. You know, it could be sexual, it could be physical, it could whatever, but like that's when the contract is made. Where it's a contract, and it's a partnership. Because at that moment when you call them in, you share consciousness with them. So it's like, you could be like, right, I'm gonna do that person's on. It's like, you go to do it and then it will take over. You know, you hear people say, I don't know what came over me. I blacked out, I was seeing red. Or I didn't mean to do that after. Like you feel different straight after. Or like you're like, yeah, I really wanna have sex, I really wanna. And then you do it and then straight after, it's like, why did I do that? What am I doing here? Because the things come in, expressed itself and left, or come in, express itself and it might just stay, you know. But we share consciousness with these things. Like I used to think, you know what, demons, kill it, whatever. And I was in my ceremonies and I was murdering them and doing what I'm doing and being very harsh. But it was only through doing my work that I began to develop a sort of empathy, a little empathy for them. Only in certain occasions, not all the time. But it'd be like, yeah, you two are like this, you know? When you needed help, the thing was there. You said you wanted to murder, man, the thing was there.
It's
right with that,
isn't it?
Yeah, the thing was there. And now I've come in and it's like, why are you calling this guy? Innit?
Yeah.
Why are you calling this guy to come and murder me off? Like, we were chilling. How many times have I helped you? That time that brother tried it, I was there. That time when you was like wanting to cast them out and make them feel like, yeah, I was there. Now you're kicking me out, walk one.
So you spoke about dimensions.
Yeah.
When you speak about dimensions, for those who don't, what does that mean?
Yeah, there's many dimensions, man. Many dimensions. Obviously, I'm bearing it, you know, I am fully aware that you need a reference point. A lot of people probably tuning in now, they don't have a reference point for the stuff that I'm talking about, but there are many dimensions.
Doctor Strange.
Yeah, like Doctor Strange. And there's like flaws.
Yeah.
There's different flaws. And it's like, in order to go, you can go infinitely high and infinitely low. And if you want to go high, you might need a passcode. You might need you know, like you can't come in with them shoes. You can't come in with that hat. You don't have the right etiquette.
You need access.
But it's levels of purification that will get you to that bit.
Yeah.
That will make you climb, that will connect you to your heavenly divine, is purification. And energetic etiquette as well. Some people are unaware of energetic etiquette. They'll be thinking what they got in their head and whatever, and then they pick up the baby and then they ruin that, and they're like, well, I haven't said anything. I haven't done anything. And the baby starts crying. It's like, well, I don't know, take your baby, innit? But really, like, your energetic etiquette is poor. You're offending them. Do you know what I mean? You're offending them with your, yeah.
But it's true though, because you know, like, you can walk into a room and sometimes be like, oh wait, something's off. And so then you know that there's something. It's because people, they're using it daily. You know, their intuition, their energy, but when it comes to speaking about it, conscious.
Well, let me just add something there. Yeah. The first time I consciously spoke to God, to Father, He was talking to me in tongues. And I was like, I don't understand what you're saying. Well, before that, He tested me. I'm not going to go into that. Like, we can talk for a very long time. He tested me. I was allowed, because a fight could have broken out right before, because my intention was to speak to Him beforehand. Someone tried to violate me in my house. And I was like, no, I feel you, bro. Like, it's all love. So anyway, I got taken up and He started speaking to me in tongues. First, He was going to beat my ass, I'll be honest with you. He was coming to me, like, marching towards me, and I'm like, shit, that's Him. Because I was like, if God exists, if I'm bringing people who have passed away into the space for people, I've spoken with my dad and all of this, if God exists, I should be able to see Him. So with that intention in mind, I know what He was thinking, because I know everything. Yeah, I know why I've come and all of that. It's like, are you stupid? What do you mean, do I exist? So he's coming to beat my ass. Mother got in the way. She was like, "Allow him, allow him, allow him." He came, took me away, speaking to me in tongues, and I'm like, "I don't know what you're saying." And he says, "Because you're speaking in English." He said, "We don't speak in English. We speak with our intentions. Our intentions is our language." And I'm like, "How do you speak with intention? That doesn't make sense. I ain't getting it." And I just felt crap. I was like, "Man, like I'm speaking with man, and like I don't even know what you're saying." He said, "I'm sorry you feel bad. When you was there, when you was here, you could speak the language, but you are here for a reason." I said, "Okay." He said, "You must express divine love and be willing to have it tested." Anyway, I say that to say this. Your first language is the language of intention. We speak it all the time, though we're not conscious of it. You walk in a room and you're like, especially amongst black people, yeah, you'll be like, "That brother ain't feeling me." He's not feeling me. You're like, "Yeah, but he ain't said nothing." No, he said enough. Because the first language, is the language of intention. And the second language is the tongues that we use, which is to accentuate that intention. And that's what speaking in tongues is. We are speaking in tongues. That's what speaking in tongues is. It's like you, I'm not going to do that on the camera. But it's like you want to say something. What I find is when I'm speaking the God language, I'm speaking in tongues, I might want to say something, but as soon as I start speaking in tongues, only my heart is speaking. So I might say, "Yeah, I want to pray and say thank you today," and I might start speaking about something else. I'm like, "Oh, that was what was really on my heart." And that's why it says, he told me, we speak with our intentions, because you can't lie, because your intentions kicks off before you even, so if it's like, "Yeah, I want to go to school," even before you started plotting and it's like, yeah, I know what you're on. Your intention has already spoken.
True language is.
Yeah, it has a reverberation beyond space and time. It's like, yeah, I already picked that up. But yeah, sorry.